Hello and welcome to the movement. My name is Crystal, and the equipment that you're going to need today is just your lovely self, a mat, or somewhere comfortable that you can lie. You could even do this routine in bed before you go to sleep tonight. We're going to be starting in bear sit, so when you feel ready, you can transition with me. I'll show you, and then we'll do it together. So if you are on a mat, you'll just take your feet wider than the mat if that feels comfortable, or find a comfortable distance that you can take your feet. So if you want to start from here, you'll just step out. Okay, then from there, we're going to grab down the shin. So the further down, maybe the more intense it will feel. If you're not going for anything super intense today, that's no problem. You can move your hands up a little bit. We want room so that we can move our spine. We're going to be moving our spine with our breath, and we're just going to start with some cat-cow motion or some flexion, extension of the spine. And as we're sitting here, I want you to see if you can ground down and find your sits bones, little bony parts of your tushy. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually think about rocking back and forward on them as we flex and extend our spine. So we're going to rock back, think about tucking our tail under. We're going to round through our back, and then we're going to rock forward onto our sits bones and think about peeling our chest all the way through, extending, lifting the chin. And we're going to exhale, rock back, round. Inhale, pull through. Okay, find your breath and move at your own pace. You don't have to move in sync with me. What I really want you to focus on doing in this routine is connecting to your body, finding your breath, and then using it to find your limits and your edges, and just gently meet them and then pull away from them. We're going to bring one foot, the left foot, into the center. Right foot's going to go out to a straddle position. So I'm going to reach my arms towards my right foot. I'm going to scoop it across the front, and then I'm going to come up. I'm going to scoop and up. Scoop. Reach, and up. Switch sides. Okay, so now my right foot is in the center, left foot is out to the straddle. I'm going to scoop towards my left foot, around, and up. Scoop, around, and up. Again, see if we can find that breath. So we're going to think exhale, inhale. Good. Okay, we're going to take that right foot out to a straddle position now. Now, if this position feels really uncomfortable or really restricted, I'm going to encourage you to sit on a block and then go into this. Okay, we're going to keep that circular motion going. Let's see if we can find those sits bones. Okay, so we're going to start making that circular motion. And I'm going to try to make it bigger with my arms. I'm scooping to the right, then to the left. Scoop. Okay, I'm going to pause here. And we're going to go over to the other side. Left foot, then right foot. Up. Left foot, then right foot. And then up. One more. Good. Okay. We're going to bring those knees in. Hands behind us. Your spine's doing a lot of work, so we're just going to give it a little break by creating a little kickstand for us. So we're going to make a figure 4 with our knees. Just take your right foot out, cross your left foot over top, just above the knee, and then you're very slowly going to slide that foot in. Okay, the further you slide the foot, the more intense. So if you need a little bit less intense, take your foot out a little bit. Okay, find a position that feels comfortable with the discomfort. And then we're gonna see, can I find those sits bones again? Okay, we're gonna think back to that rocking on the sits bones. So we're gonna gently massage the hip as we flex and extend, flex and extend the spine. Okay. Rocking back on the sits bones, rocking forward. Good. Okay, so then we're going to stay in this position, but you're going to take this bottom foot and just walk it out a little bit, just to the outer edge of the mat or the outer edge of your hip. And then we're actually going to rock in and out. And move as far as feels comfortable for your body. So if you just want to start with a little rock and gradually build up, that's totally okay. Think of this like exploratory movement. We're noticing where the hip wants to go and maybe where there's a little bit of restriction. You might need to move your butt around. Sometimes mine slides forward. Okay, then we're gonna switch sides. So now I'm gonna have my left leg extended, cross my right, and then slide my left foot in. We're starting with the flexion and extension of the spine, finding those sits bones, and then we're going to gently massage the hip by rolling through the spine. We're going to take this bottom foot, walk it out just a little bit wider than the hip, and then we're going to start those rocks. We're going to rock in and out. Moving slow and just noticing what's there. Good. Okay, so we're going to come down onto our backs and we're going to work into the hamstrings a little bit. So we're going to actually start with a nerve floss for that sciatic nerve. The way that we're going to do that is we're going to have our knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Just walk your shoulder blades down, 1, 2. Okay, bringing the right leg up, just gently grab behind the knee. Okay, just flex and extend the ankle for me. Okay, or point your toes and then pull your toes towards your face. We're going to start by pulling the toes towards the face and then gently extending the knee. As we get to that end range or where we start to feel a little bit of the zing, remember this is a nerve floss, we're not looking for a muscular stretch here, we're going to feel a little zing, and then we're going to back off by pointing the toe. Then we're going to bend the knee, flex the foot, extend the knee, zing, point, bend. Toes, knee, point, bend. So we're just going to move through that little floss a couple times. Notice what's there for you. Notice how this feels. Because what I'm going to have you do is just notice the difference between the two sides when we go over to the other side. More. Switch sides. We're looking for a light nerve sensation. So we're not looking for a deep nervy sensation. We don't want that. So let's flex and bend the ankle just to start, just so we know what we're doing. Then we're going to start by pulling the toes in towards the face, extending the knee, Feel that little zing, point the toe. Flex the foot, straighten the knee, point the toe. Okay, we're gonna follow that little rhythm to floss the nerve. And we're looking for really gentle, subtle sensations. Nothing crazy. We don't want to piss off the nerve. If anyone's ever had any kind of sciatic, nervy related stuff, you don't want to piss it off. You want to just really gently say, you got space to move here. Let's do one more. Good. Knees come down. So from here, we're gonna move into the next movement. I'm gonna get you to walk your feet out wider than the mat. We're gonna drop both the knees over to the left side and then bring your shoulder over to the left side. Okay, we're gonna start here by tracing our shoulder up overhead, moving into a bit of a rotation, and then we're gonna bring the right knee up and over, trying to keep that left knee down as long as possible. And then as the left knee comes around, the left shoulder will come around. Let's do that again. Left shoulder starts, it initiates the movement. We move through the spine, and then the left knee opens up. And around, and then the right shoulder wraps around. Okay, and then we start with the right shoulder again. Reach around, then the right knee, left knee, left shoulder. Okay, left shoulder goes all the way around, left knee, right knee, right shoulder. Good. Coming onto your back, pull the knees into the chest and just give your lower back a little gentle massage. And when you feel ready and complete, I'm going to get you to rock up to a seated position. And that's our routine for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.